Hello, Tyler Bryden here. Today what I'm doing is a little bit of a review of the month of May 2022. Sometimes it's not nice to look back, it's not nice to reflect, but it's also very helpful to do. It's helpful to understand the progress that you've made. It's helpful to share the growth that you're having. If you're building a product, the updates that have gone live in the application. And so that's what I like to do at the end of every month or slash start the start of every one. And we're now in June 2022, which is crazy. I know from a personal standpoint, I've been enjoying this very much. We complain about the cold and then it gets hot and then we complain about the hot. I'm not going to do that too much. And on a personal note, I shared this in the email I'm about to send out. Have got some kayaks, have settled at our home here in Port Credit. You can see Monica and Tasia. So we got some kayaks and we're on the Port Credit River just as sunset was happening. So beyond just the normal day-to-day, the business building, everything that takes part of life, really hope that you are enjoying the time out in the beautiful weather that we're having here in Canada, but wherever you are in the world, because I know people who watch these videos are not just here in Canada. So I'm just delaying things now. Let's jump into it. What you're seeing is a test sample email. This goes out to our they're the users and customers of Speak. I'm already looking at this headline. I'm thinking it's a little long, and you can see that this is a test. I have not sent this out. I'm preparing to send this out now. And really all it does is summarize the month that was. And in May, overall some pretty significant changes to Speak, ones that I'm personally very excited about, and we've worked towards for a long time, and then has led to this culmination. One of those being 5 new languages. We've got Danish, French, German, Portuguese, and Spanish. Spanish, all great languages, and we tried to make this integration as seamless as possible into Speak. Not only is it the transcription, great, lots of multi-language transcription companies. With us, we've got audio, video, and text. You can analyze, not just transcribe, but analyze all those types of assets. Multilingual, it's as easy as when uploading the media, select the drop-down, the language you're in, and then it will run through the analysis, the transcription, and then everything else is then accessible. Everything that's been used in Speak, the transcript, the insights, the players, all of that is then live for you to use. Should be seamless and should be no different than if you were using English as before. So definitely a very exciting change in each one of these. Then as I've recorded all these videos, all of a sudden all these, there's literally a dedicated video for each one of these. So it gets a little ridiculous, I would say. But overall, it's a really nice to have a little bit more context, because some people want to read, some people want to watch, and that's why I'm recording this video today. And then with this was another big iteration that we went through, one that I have talked about in length. There is a dedicated video, although I did not share that one because I got too many videos in one email, basically. So after a ton of feedback, we went through basically iterations on pricing until we landed on this custom plan builder. And you can see in this GIF here, all that you're basically selecting team size, number of hours, and then the premium sort of features or solutions that you're looking for. Builds that plan, pricing, you can see it right there, and then you can select the time period. So we have lots of people who want to sign up annually. Some people who are engaging in very deep projects for 6 months, so they're signing up for 6 months. That was pretty rigid before. We've made that flexible, and because of that, we've seen companies like EY, Dental Surgeon, a bunch of great companies this month, and ones that you might not know of, sign up without any friction on the platform, and very happy about the customization of the pricing. So overall, we're really overjoyed that we actually executed on this, that everything works, and that people are being responsive to the pricing. That's one of the things that when you do some testing, this manual process that we were doing before to see if people like personalized pricing, allowed us to then execute on this in a way that resonated with our customers, resonated with our users, and helped us grow. So definitely that research up front made a big difference, that feedback. So thank you to everyone who contributed to that. And then we had this screen recorder. So the screen recorder has been a huge part of our business. I've talked about this before, but just not understanding fully the scale, that there was a need for this, and then also what happens when you rank sort of top 3, number 1 on Google for a term like this. So capturing recordings, and in the month of May, 3 sort of big things came out of it very quickly. One was screen recording. So you can see in this little GIF here that there is screen recording happening. And can I zoom in? Have I embarrassed myself by not zooming in? Does this just make more sense? There we go. That makes it easier. So you can see that that's happening here. And then so you've got like what we're seeing now is people who are capturing like visual feedback, or they're sharing slides, doing all these different things. And then you are at the end of this video, you're seeing, you can't see where I'm pointing really, but you're seeing yourself here plus everything that you shared on the screen. All that is being bundled up into a video and then being submitted into Speak, which is fantastic. So testimonials, feedback, content, lots of different ways to make that useful. And we've also unlocked text upload. So Word docs, PDFs, text files. So you can literally go to the recorder, drop files in, and automatically analyze those. We had a lot of people who were requesting this, and I think the next part of this is actually just an input field so people can type directly there. Almost turns into a survey at that point. I don't know if recorder is the right term anymore, but whatever, we'll take it, love it, and love the actual solution itself. And then lastly, there was these required fields that you had to collect name and email. And we had a couple people come to us and say, hey, we want to collect recordings, but we don't want to know who's submitting those recordings. We want it to be anonymous feedback. And because you've made these required fields, that is impossible to do basically. And what we did was, there's not a blocker, but there's an entire workflow enabled around those default fields. We sort of innovated on that and now allow you to collect recordings without having to worry about the privacy of recorders. We also, at the end of last month, launched this affiliate program. So if you are interested in promoting Speak, if you see the power of the transcription, of the analysis, all the shareable media libraries, everything that we're doing here to unlock the insights from language and then share those, please feel encouraged to join us. We're seeing growth in the program. We're very happy about that. And then we're looking at what's next. So Zoom integration, which has been in review queue for, it feels like forever. It's like a purgatory in there. We're trying to get some support from them, and we really hope to see that live in the Zoom store so you can see it right in Zoom soon. That's been sort of frustrating, to be honest, but we've done our best to then continue to grow, persevere through this, and then hopefully we'll see this live. Semantic search, so basically query your library and get with like Google like searches, just like who is the most popular person in the last 20 days. It's going to give you that answer. And then sentence structure insights. We're still showing insights more like little chips or buttons, and to unlock true value here, there's this need to structure it into sentences. So those are a couple other things. One of the other parts I shared, there's a couple variations of this email. One that goes to our sort of end users, and then there's another one that goes to the supporters. So most likely, if you're watching this video, you might be in one of those supporter emails. There's a couple different things in there. So we talk about traction in that email. We talk about, and fantastic to see growth in revenue from a software perspective and overall. Total users up, so we ended up almost at 4,760 at the end of the month, and continuing to see sort of a baseline of 400 new users a month, and generally sort of see like 18 to 20 signups a day. So that's awesome. Obviously, work on our side to optimize this process, continue to help people unlock value immediately from the platform, and then use this wonderful pricing calculator to convert to a paid user, make sure that they get what they want out of it. The one other thing that we looked at this month, which was pretty fascinating, was this earnings call thing. I'll share this quickly. I won't spend too much time on it because I'm already at 9 minutes. And the idea here was how could we analyze a bunch of earnings calls? So I think we did a couple like Tesla, et cetera. And now I can click in, I can see revenue, I can see every instance of revenue. And then I can go, credit revenue from Tesla here. I can jump and pop in and listen to that exact moment. So very simple prototype that we made. There's only like a couple files, but I imagine if you pulled in this entire database, whether it's transcripts or the actual audio or video files itself, it could be really, really valuable. And so that's in the past, Tyler would go, let's figure this out. Let's do this. Now there's much more of a research mindset or a feedback mindset to see if this is worth it. Who is going to pay for this? Is this actually valuable? And That's a better mindset to have, especially with sort of the world situation we're in. Obviously, it's a very fascinating time. Fascinating is an interesting word to use with sort of market conditions. The interest rates just gone up again, and we're seeing layoffs in tech. We've had to make some of our own adjustments here, which has been hard, sad, but has also allowed us to continue forward and realistically grow in a sustainable way. And I'm proud of the continued progress, proud of the innovation that we have here at Speak AI. We've worked really hard to bring this all together, and we've built this company in conditions that are not always ideal. Like all of us have gone through these conditions that are not ideal. So we're continuing to work through this. There's lots of good things, as you can see, that are happening every single month. We wouldn't be able to do it without the support of the people around us. I'm grateful that I've been recording these videos on sort of a personal note, because it's allowed me to practice this. It's allowed me to share, and it's actually helped people understand a little bit more about what we're doing at Speak AI, who I am, that we're consistent, we're hardworking, that we care about what we're doing, and all of those things add up to people making introductions, people recommending things that we should be looking at or doing. All these wonderful things have come out of it. So really grateful for that. And just for anyone who's watching this video, your support in general. We've made it through another month. We're into June. We're halfway through the year, and we're going to keep hammering away. I hope that you are too. If there's ever anything that I can do, that our team can do, please feel encouraged to send me a message. And thank you again for everything. I hope you have a good rest of the day. I hope you have a beautiful month ahead. Bye-bye.